It's one down and more than 50 to go in the race for the nomination. With Iowa in the rearview mirror and the New Hampshire primary just 1 week away, candidates are scrambling to find momentum. Forget the outsider. It seems many of the candidates are vying for underdog status.
Today, the candidates race to New Hampshire, each calling themselves a winner in Iowa in some form or other.
So what a victory last night.
We did really fantastically and came very close to winning.
I've won and I've lost there. It's a lot better to win.
But in a race so narrow, it came down to a coin toss in 6 parts of the state.
It is tails.
It's the candidates who didn't come in first who are spinning it into a triumph. Everyone fighting for the mantle of America's favorite underdog.
Last night, we began the political revolution, not just in Iowa, not just in New Hampshire, but all over this country.
It's the perception game. Who won? And really, as we're seeing, it's not just the person who came in first. Yes, Ted Cruz won, but also Marco Rubio is a winner because he almost knocked Donald Trump out of that second slot. On the Democratic side, yes, Hillary Clinton is the winner, but because Bernie Sanders chased her really to a tie, he's a winner too.
Despite celebrating last night, Hillary Clinton wasn't officially declared the winner in Iowa until late today by a razor-thin margin.
Thank you, Iowa.
Today, a new state, a new set of voters, and another opportunity for candidates to make their Vote for Me pledge. We checked in with our campaign reporters who've been following the candidates for months.
Following Marco Rubio around today, we are certainly seeing momentum, or Marco-mentum, as the campaign is calling it.
For the Trump campaign right now, it's again crunch time.
He seemed positive, resolute, forward-thinking today on the trail in New Hampshire.
The state of Iowa has spoken.
On the Republican side, it was the freshman Senator Ted Cruz from Texas defying the polls, cruising to victory.
You're seeing conservatives and evangelicals and libertarians and Reagan Democrats all coming together. And as you all know, that was our plan from day one, bring together that coalition.
His win fueled by the fervor of the evangelicals he constantly courts, and by his ground game, touching every county in the state, making a total of 123 stops in Iowa. Compare that to the 39 stops made by second-place Donald Trump. Even though he's still leading in national polls, Trump has added a different title to his golden resume: loser. The website loser.com redirecting users to the Donald's Wikipedia page. And now one of Trump's old tweets coming back to haunt him. No one remembers who came in second: Walter Hagen.
Beautiful. Tremendous.
Tonight in Milford, New Hampshire, Trump refusing to back down.
If we are attacked, somebody attacks us, wouldn't you rather have Trump as president if we're attacked? Oh, we'll beat the out of them.
Who's Iowa? New Hampshire counts.
But here in New Hampshire, Trump supporters are still confident that the Donald will prevail.
He's going to make America great again.
Despite his third-place finish, the biggest surprise and perhaps biggest score of the night was Marco Rubio.
They told me I needed to wait my turn, that I needed to wait in line.
His late surge giving him the green light to cut the line.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Today, ABC's Tom Yamas spoke with the junior senator from Florida as he made his way through a diner in Manchester, New Hampshire.
You got this momentum, but you came in third place. Explain why this is a victory for you.
Well, look, as we always said, I mean, Ted Cruz was the front runner in Iowa. Basically, his entire campaign was an Iowa campaign.
Do you think Senator Ted Cruz will say anything to get elected?
I do believe he's been very calculated, and I do think he's willing to say or do just about anything to gain a vote.
His opponents taking aim at him, blasting him for being overpackaged and over-controlled by his handlers.
So when Senator Rubio gets here, when the boy in the bubble gets here, I hope you guys ask him some questions, because it's time for him to start answering questions.
Rubio shot back.
Well, look, Chris has had a tough couple days, right? I mean, he's not doing well, did very poorly in Iowa.
So who is this young conservative underdog with just enough establishment cred for a potential breakthrough in New Hampshire? Beating the odds has long been the political narrative for Rubio.
What's good?
I mean, do you want to eat healthy or you want to eat good?
No, I want to eat good.
Terry Moran interviewed him for Nightline back in 2010, months before surprising everyone by beating a favored governor to win a seat in the Senate.
No one thought that he would be able to win his Senate seat. He came from behind to defeat Charlie Crist.
A long shot for the then 39-year-old politician. the son of Cuban immigrants.
I guess I always grew up knowing that I would have chances to do things my parents didn't have a chance to do.
Do you ever feel, given your upbringing, a minority?
I've never felt, no, I always felt like an American.
With his boyish charm and easy smile, his star continued to rise. The candidate and his wife speaking to ABC News last year after announcing his run for president.
So you got to tell us, was he smooth? Was that a no?
Well,
that was funny.
No, he was funny. He was funny. He definitely charmed me with his humor.
Rubio and his wife Jeanette were high school sweethearts. The daughter of Colombian immigrants, the former Miami Dolphins cheerleader, now raising 4 kids a few blocks from where they first met.
What can you tell us about what the family meeting was like when the final decision is made?
Oh my gosh, you can just imagine. I mean, the kids, especially the young ones, they were excited.
President Obama had to promise his kids a dog after the campaign.
They already have a dog.
So they already have a dog. Have you had to promise them anything?
We heard a story that when early on in their time in the White House, how the Obama family finally realized you get a bill every month for ice cream and pizza, and it's like
So
staying
that
in a hotel.
was it. So once the kids heard that, especially my Daniela, she was, we want that.
You live in the one country in the world where it doesn't matter that your dad is a bartender and your mother's a maid.
Rubio has come a long way. Once known for this aquatic gaffe at the high-profile GOP response to the State of the Union. He's now impressing establishment Republicans, having performed well during debates.
I want to bring people out of the shadows. Now you want to trump Trump on immigration.
And he has plenty of cash to keep his campaign going.
Americans love the underdog story. Of course, 8 years ago, President Obama came in as the underdog, and he was up against the inevitable candidate, Hillary Clinton. But of course, he made it to the White House.
And we're going to turn America around. Thank you and God bless you.
Rubio's momentum now in the hands of New Hampshire voters.
And be sure to watch the next Republican debate Saturday night right here on ABC.